A very important idea when dealing with limits is the notion of one-sided limits. Okay, so what are one-sided limits? Well, they are the limits from the left or from the right. Okay, so the limit from the right, we write x tends to a plus of f of x. Okay, the limit of f of x when x tends to a from the right is equal to L. Okay, if f of x gets arbitrarily close to L as x gets close to a from the right. Okay, so a way to remember the plus, if you think about a as 0, so you would be coming from the right, those are the positive numbers. Okay, so that's a way you can remember. This is the right, this is called the positive side. Okay, and we have a similar definition. X tends to a from the left. Okay, here, well, if f of x gets arbitrarily close to L as x gets close to a, here is important, from the left. Okay, and this is the negative side. Again, you can think about this as a equal to 0. You could think that example and then remember, oh, okay, the left are the negatives. So it's a minus. Okay. So let's see some examples. So let's say I have here x equals 1 and I have a function. So this is, no, let's do 2.5. Okay, and I have a function that goes like this. And this is -3. And the function continues like a line. Okay, something like this. So in this case, what is the limit of f of x when x tends to 1 from the left? And what is the limit from the right? Pause the video and you can answer the question. Let's see if we agree. So if you go from the left is the negative. Okay. Then I'm coming from here, from the left. Okay, I'm traveling on the graph. And where am I going? I'm arriving to 2.5, which is 5 halves. Okay, but anyway, 2.5. And if I do the same from the right, then from the positive, I'm traveling and I will end up where? At -3. Okay, so these are the limits, the one-sided limits. Does the limit as x tends to 1 of f of x exist? No. No, it can't, because the two one-sided limits are far apart. Okay, so we could, let's do one more example. We could decide, well, let me let's do like this. This is 1 minus x squared. Okay, there we go. So this is equal to 1. Let's say, so this is 1, this is -1. Let's say I want to find the limit as x tends to 1/2 from the left and from the right. Okay. So what are these limits? So this would be the value here. Okay, this is 1/2. So as I travel, this would be 1/4, although the picture is not, the plot is not very good, but anyway, let's go with that. So as I go to 1/2 from the left, okay, or I go to 1/2 from the right, in this case, because the function, the plot is perfectly continuous, very nice. I didn't have to lift the pen from the paper. Then they will end up in the same point, okay? So in this case, it's going to be 1/4 either way. In this case in particular, if I take the limit, turns out the limit is 1/4. How do I know that? Well, I know from the picture, okay? But now here we have some indication. You see somehow the two one-sided limits coincide. So that will be important. We will continue exploring these ideas in the next videos.